409-4065 to book your appointment. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge is located at 233 South Federal Highway on the first floor of the Boca Grand Building in Boca Raton. The number again is 561-409-4065.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
It's the Becky and Boca Show, coming to you live every Thursday night at 6 p.m. from glamorous downtown Boca Raton. I'll show you how to live life in style in one of the country's most elegant cities, nestled right along the beautiful Atlantic beaches between Palm Beach and Miami. So sit back, relax, and let me show you how to indulge yourself Boca style.
Might have disclaimer time.
Hello, welcome to the Becky and Boca Show. We're going to have a fun show tonight. I have my buddy Karen Turk co-hosting with me again, and we're going to talk about dating and romance in Boca Raton. And I like to do my little disclaimer at the top of the show.
Of course, because I'm on the show, so she's got to do the disclaimer.
The opinions expressed on the show are not necessarily those of the Becky and Boca Show. Okay.
Or Becky, or anybody else here.
Okay, I brought Karen back, and we have Julissa coming back after the break.
We do.
We did a show, a month ago, maybe?
We did, about a month ago, and then we had the guys on.
Yeah.
And we did the guys show, and we've gotten some comments from some of them. Maybe
and,
somebody will call in.
People in this town will talk. I don't know why, about their dating.
I like it. I'm learning so many new things.
It's a good thing, but you called me this afternoon. You told me about a new thing that you had just learned about.
I heard a rumor, sex for listings. Apparently there's a lot of realtors, and it's a competitive business.
Okay, it's competitive to
I'm
get
not profiling realtors. I just want everybody to know.
Okay, but so you were telling me that to get listings,
that they will, maybe like indulge in a hookup is what I've heard.
To get someone to list their house.
That's the rumor on the streets. That's the streets of Boca. That's what I heard.
And then you Googled it.
I Googled it, and it's a thing. There's articles about it. There's an article from 2012 that I sent you and Jaleesa, and I can't believe the response on my Facebook page.
Because people knew about this.
People knew about this. Like, one guy's like, I never heard of this, but then he says he's going to go on a diet and lose some weight so he can hear about it more. And then
wait, is he a realtor or does he have a house for sale?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he'll have a house for sale soon. I think he's probably going to come up with one. And this other guy says, yeah, you have them in every business. He goes, but it's more toned down. He says, look at the legal business. Your husband is a lawyer.
Now, yeah, I was telling you about that
and
before
all
we
the
went on air.
marketing girls from doctors' offices are models.
Well, you have reps that go around to doctors' offices and rep pharmaceuticals. Mm-hmm. So you think it's going on there?
Probably.
And, in lawyers' offices, you have paralegals. So you think maybe?
I don't know. I think it's normal, and like
I don't suggest anything because her husband's a lawyer.
I think it's normal. No, I think there's definitely. But there's hot girls in South Florida. I mean, that's why this show's such a hit. There's a lot of single people in South Florida.
And they all look good.
Hot-looking people looking good.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's necessarily the industry that these people are in, or just the fact that there's a plethora of beautiful people that like to have sex. I'm not really sure. But yeah, so we had a lot of response. There's some other really funny ones. This guy says happens all the time. Somebody who was on our show, one of our male guests, happens all the time. And you can see this. It's all on my Facebook page. It's on my personal page. If you're friends with me, I'll share it to my Mrs. Florida page. Gives new meaning to the phrase open house, doesn't it? Yes, that's why they need to pre-qualify you first. We've got extremely flirtatious. Okay, I'm going on the keto diet, and I'll start to do open houses every day. Happens all the time in Miami. And then I get a woman who says, oh, my God, are you serious? And then, she says, I'm a realtor. I've never seen anything going on like that. I'm not sure what this is about. And then people chime in.
Oh, now she knows, though.
Well, and then I have a guy on here who's like, I've never heard of such a thing, and nobody would compromise themselves ethically to do that on the job, which I don't know what Rocky's living under, but it's pretty funny.
Because, in South Florida, there's a lot of multi-million-dollar homes. So the commission on one sale is pretty good.
And there's some crazy amount of realtors here. Like, everybody you meet seems to be a realtor.
I know.
Everybody's a realtor. So that's why I think this rumor's circulating. We talked about the other rumors in Boca, but that's and this, I have another woman who says, I heard about this in the 80s.
In the 80s?
I've been in the real estate business since 91 and a broker since 98, and I have never, ever been approached. So and 80% of her clients are male. So she's never been approached, but she heard about it in the 80s. So is it just a rumor?
The homeowner would approach the real estate agent and say, hey, if you want my listing.
No, apparently I think this is like part of their marketing ploy as they go out. Maybe they're single girls. And again, I'm not even judging. Like there are a plethora of beautiful people and single people.
Karen, a lot of people meet in the workplace. I mean, where else are you going to meet somebody?
Well, and
so
I do happen to know about that. Maybe a little. Maybe a little.
Were you your husband's paralegal?
No, I wasn't a paralegal, but we did actually meet. We did some business together, and one thing led to another. So I mean, I don't think that's unusual.
That's a normal thing. I mean, people put people together under any circumstances, and
but where are you going to meet somebody if you're single? Right. You're going to meet somebody at work, or you're going to. I mean, I guess a lot of people meet online. This whole online dating stuff. Yeah. So, that's gotten really crazy. I've never done that. You've obviously never done that either, though, online dating. I mean, it just wouldn't even be something that I don't know what I would do.
Meet the person.
I would be so bad.
I guess you do get to meet them, though, eventually.
But so many people do it. Antonio. He's
You're
got
supposed
a stream
to be watching us. What are you doing? Oh, you're streaming us.
So, so there was an article. I sent you the article. And, it basically says, like, this is a thing. So I Googled it. And as soon as I Googled it, you can Google it. It's sex for real estate listings, there are articles. This is a thing. This is apparently a thing. But I guess it happens anytime. Now you're talking about doctors. Now you got me thinking. Maybe that's part of the whole drug crisis in America. Yeah, if you've ever heard about it, we should get some call-in guests.
Yeah, the phone number here is 888-565-1470 if anyone wants to call in and...
or comment on Facebook. Antonio's on Facebook.
If anybody has a house for sale,
anybody commenting?
If you got a house for sale, now you know what your opportunities are.
So, July 11, 2012, the Commercial Observer, and there's a whole article, How Far Will Brokers Go to Put a Deal to Bed? And then Disturbing Confessions of a Real Estate Agent on sheknows.com. We've got a plethora.
And remember, these are not the opinions of the Becky and Boca Show. No. This is something online.
This is just a Google. It's a Google search. That's exactly what it is. So I guess that's kind of a thing. But maybe there's other things. Maybe we should research the drug companies and their reps.
There you go.
We go. We could get some people to call in and tell us those stories.
And it amazes me how people do want to tell their stories.
They do. Yeah. They do. I've gotten some really good stuff.
We have someone calling in about the Irish Baroque story again, right?
Well, yeah, he's going to call back in. He was a Scottish brogue. His girlfriend would develop a Scottish brogue when she would drink. And it was a great story.
She's not from Scotland.
No, that was the only time. He said it was like Braveheart, I think is how he described it. Yeah, it was great. That was one of the best call-in stories we've gotten.
I really enjoyed that. We had some other funny stories there. The guy who took his... date to a bar and then she left with the bartender at the end of the night.
Yep. And then the guy who got his house cleaned out. So came home and like everything was gone. Right. We had that too. I mean, it seems like everybody has a story in South Florida.
Yeah. Interesting.
Like everyone.
Interesting. A lot of dating going on and a lot of unusual dating. So Julissa, I know we tried to fix her up with two of the guys that we had on.
We did.
Last time. What happened with that?
One of them's like on a movie set. Like he's sequestered off. That Dennis.
Oh, the actor.
Yep, he's been filming a movie.
People liked him. We got a lot of comments on him.
He's adorable. Yeah. I mean, I think all the guys we had were very eligible. I think two of them have girlfriends now, so they're kind of like out of the loop.
What about the one that was sitting right where you are? What was his name?
Dennis?
The one with the dimples.
Oh, with the dimples. Why am I drawing a blank? Becky, that's terrible. Don't put me on the spot like that. Okay. That's so terrible.
Anyway.
What's wrong with me tonight? I'm so sorry.
He was
Dennis and...
John, Dave.
Oh, Becky.
He's probably watching.
We had David Sanders. Let my memory work. Okay. We had David Sanders. Mm-hmm. He was here. He was the realtor, and he talked a little bit, but we didn't get into this with him.
No, he didn't talk about that.
Not at all. He didn't talk about this either, but I think it's in every industry.
Yeah.
I really do.
What about, like, people that clean pools?
Maybe. Like the pool boy?
I've heard stories.
You've heard the stories here in Boca?
Yes, everybody in Boca has a pool, and everybody has a pool boy. You haven't heard those stories?
I haven't heard. Well, I mean, I've heard of a pool boy story, but I didn't know that was like a thing.
No, locally, yes.
That's a thing. Mm-hmm. So do you have people, have you actually witnessed this, or do you have proof? No.
I've just watching it. I've just heard.
You've heard.
Yes.
See, these are the things. Yes. It's like the word on the street, but is it true? Who knows?
I think so.
I wanted Dennis and Jaleesa to go out. That was
what
part of
happened
the
with
plan.
that?
He said he had some stuff going on, and he was on a movie set, and he had some things, and they just kind of couldn't get together. She's a busy girl too.
Yeah.
But you never know who's seeing who, and maybe
what's going
there's
on behind
something
this.
brewing, and if that,
And he's an
if
actor.
that's the
He may have
case.
come on saying he didn't have a girlfriend.
But maybe he does,
Right,
or maybe
right.
he got one.
Yeah.
And sometimes if they get,
We got a lot
them,
of
then-
comments for him, so he may have.
They were all great. We're
Yeah,
gonna have to do
yeah.
another. Why is Antonio's always
Why
laughing
are
at
you
me?
laughing, Antonio? Do you have anything to add?
No, you guys are fine.
What do you hear? What do you hear in the millennial space, Antonio?
We have Antonio.
You guys know all about it.
No?
We know more than you do.
You're in college, so
Wow.
what goes on around?
I have no clue. I'm with you guys half the time. I'm working.
That's true. We
Yes,
keep them locked up. We keep
Antonio,
them
my
safe.
assistant host of the Live with Antonio and Molly, is sitting in the room here.
And we're keeping him out of trouble, apparently, because all he has time to do is work, and he doesn't have any time to
Yeah.
buy into any rumors.
Right, hasn't been out and about. All right.
Yeah.
Well, if you hear anything,
I'll let you know.
let us know.
I'll be the reporter on the street.
Okay.
There you go.
we can use
There you
that.
go, the word on
That's
the
what you
street.
should do, Karen. We should put you out there
That's actually a really good idea.
in a bar, maybe.
Out there in a bar, interviewing people.
Right.
And just asking them about their dating lives.
About
Like, what are
dating.
you doing? Are you on a date? Who's this
Who is
person?
this person?
Ooh, I like this idea.
Yeah, I like it too. They,
Ooh,
they may
I'll
be
totally
married to
do
somebody
that.
else or something like that.
Wow. And do you think that they would just, at that point, do you
Come
think
on
they would
camera?
run away, or do you think they would come on camera?
Well, according to Julissa, she said that she dates married men and they don't mind going out in public.
Well, I mean, I guess married, I think, is a very, I don't know, like a relative term. Like, I don't know exactly what that means. Like, married in the traditional sense that you get married and you're with that one person and everything else. Like, I don't know how often it really happens anymore. I don't know. Am I being cynical?
Ask Julissa.
I know. I know.
Well, she'll be on second half. We can.
She's
ask
going to be
her.
on the second half. We can ask her, but
Yeah.
I don't know who she's currently dating. I don't know what she's been
We're gonna
having
find
going
out.
on. We're going to find out.
Well, sh-
I think there was like a guy from NASA.
She was going. An astronaut?
I do. I don't think he was actually like an astronaut. I think he was like a computer programmer. But you can ask her about
when
that.
she was on with us last time, she said she was going to a wedding in the Dominican Republic and she was taking someone with her. A guest, yes.
She took a guest with
My
her.
brains hurt too long.
Oh,
Look at my
this
eyes.
is news
Yeah,
to me.
She had a date.
She had a date?
No, Antonio's shaking his head.
No, I didn't think so. Okay, Antonio's clarifying my. No, she didn't take anybody
date.
because she was
Oh.
there,
Okay.
and some of her other girlfriends were there, and
Okay.
I think she had a really good time. I was unfortunately indisposed and couldn't go.
Uh-huh.
I would have loved
Freddie's
to be
coming in the
there.
room. What happened, Freddie?
What's the matter?
Oh, Julissa's here.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
well,
All
we're
right,
gonna bring
Julissa's
we're gonna
here.
bring her into half.
Perfect.
Okay, Julissa is here. She's in the green room.
I like that we have an
got
audience
some
today.
stories.
I find them a little distracting, but I think it's awesome. There she is.
We can cut to break earlier if you want.
We could just
Should we
let her
bring
in. I mean, can
All
we
right,
just let
we'll
her in?
Yeah, we can do
We
this
see her
live.
tush as she walks by.
Yeah,
Is that what
okay.
we're worried
Well-
about on the camera?
She's going. You're going to slide over. She's going to go next to you.
Yeah, wherever
Okay,
you
I'll just keep
want.
talking.
I'm in. I'll
Yeah.
just move another microphone.
Okay,
Are we
Antonio,
good?
can you slide in a chair? All right, we're
No.
gonna go to break to accommodate this, and we're gonna be right back with Julissa. You've been listening to and watching The Becky and Boca Show. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge in downtown Boca Raton does fabulous professional makeup application. Make an appointment today and see how glamorous you can look. Call 561-409-4065 to book your appointment. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge is located at 233 South Federal Highway on the first floor of the Boca Grand Building in Boca Raton. The number again is 561-409-4065. And now, back to the show. That's how
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're back now, and Julissa has joined us.
And then we're going to have to fix the camera, Antonio.
Antonio.
Let me move up.
Karen's a little bit out of range. Okay, there. No, that's my camera. This
That's
one,
the other
Antonio.
one.
How long have you been working for me?
You're fired.
No, you're going the wrong way.
He's cut me
There you go.
completely out of
I
out.
think you got it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Jaleesa's
I
back.
got a grassroots in here tonight. Okay, Jaleesa has joined us, and you just told me that somebody offered you $30,000 to quit your job and move in with you.
They did just last week on a date.
How did that happen?
I'm
I was so
glad you didn't tell me the
embarrassed.
story because I'm so
I didn't
excited.
tell you?
No.
Oh, I thought I did. I was.
So you went out on a date.
We're on a date. We're at
First
Cup
date?
432, second date.
Okay.
And I was embarrassed. We're at the bar, and out loud, he's like, how about quitting your job, moving in with me? He's going over my options of places to live. And then
With
he's like-
him?
With him.
Were they nice places?
Yes, they were. The Icon in Fort Lauderdale and Naples. He just bought a place.
Oh, he owns these places.
And
okay.
then he drops the bomb, $30,000. I'm like, $30,000? So you're going to have to like do my salary every
payment
year.
of $30,000?
One payment of 30,000.
But then who does your hair? Like, how do you get other maintenance
Well,
items?
I
Would
had
that
told
be
him,
part
I'm
of
like,
it? Do you get
my
a job?
dogs are
Like, what is that?
$30,000 a year.
Your
maintenance.
dogs?
My dogs.
What?
They're Boca dogs.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
Wow.
Well, they have insurance. They have, high maintenance food. I mean, I'm like, are you kidding me?
You know, I've heard of these legal arrangements. Like I knew of a woman who had a pretty good job, and this guy wanted her to travel the world with him. So
He
they
said.
came up with a legal arrangement where he paid her the full amount of her salary.
This is exactly
And
what I told him.
She took a sabbatical from her job and traveled with him for a few years. It did not work out, so in her favor, she didn't lose.
That's right.
Lose
And
the
she
money.
traveled for an entire year and got
More
her
than
full
a year,
salary?
couple of years, yeah,
Couple of years.
Oh.
yeah.
That's the only way I would do it. But I
Right.
would have to like him, and I would
You
want
would
to
have
like
to
go
want to
with
travel
him.
the world with him. Well, of course you would have
Right.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not that keen with him.
Yeah, so you didn't. So you turned it down.
Yes.
Didn't you out with an astronaut recently or a NASA guy?
No.
She would
No?
remember she went out with an
Really?
astronaut.
I thought he was NASA.
Oh, yes.
Do we still have
see?
astronauts?
Actually, yes.
We still
no,
have
no, he's
astronauts?
not NASA. He's a special intelligence, like FBI.
That's even more
He's my
intriguing.
date
pretty-
Saturday
yeah.
night. You'll meet him.
Oh.
Oh, you're dating.
Ooh, now I really have to go.
Sixth date.
You might have to get a little
Date.
closer
Oh,
to the
this
mic
is
here.
serious.
This is
The sixth date.
Sixth date.
Yes.
How often do you make it to the sixth date? That's pretty.
That's pretty, it's pretty
Pretty good.
good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. But it's been spaced out. So our fifth date was
Are there
just
men in
last
between?
weekend. No, I've been really busy with work and
Okay.
my nonprofits.
She's
so,
like always on the go.
yeah,
Always on the
yeah,
go.
always on the go.
I was with her today, this afternoon. We're at a luncheon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had 2 events last night,
Oh my
back
gosh.
to back.
This is the season. I know.
It's a season.
It's like
I know you're going
Crazy.
to Becky's event tomorrow night.
you're gonna.
I
meet,
have 3 events
Teresa
tomorrow
Giudice.
night.
Teresa Giudice from Real Housewives of New
Yes, I
Jersey.
saw that.
It's gonna be at Dr. Janet
I
Allenby's.
really like her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah.
So
You have
come
3
on out and
events
meet her.
tomorrow.
Well, I could go to this one. I met a very
Wow.
nice woman last night. She invited me to an event tomorrow night at the Boca Raton Hospital. And then there's something else tomorrow night. I can't.
Wow.
Wow. So you have like, do you have like, is it like a date with this woman, or just invited you to be at her table?
She invited me.
I'm just wondering because it is
What's-
Boca.
wait,
I
what's
just wondered if
the
it was like a
It has
proposition.
to do with mental illness, and
Okay.
2 of her daughters committed suicide, and
Oh.
her older daughter was with her last night. So I have mental illness in my home. So
Okay.
It was,
that's a very good cause.
yeah.
Wow, that's
Definitely.
the luncheon we
Yeah.
were at
The
today
luncheon
was
today was
amazing.
about-
I mean,
Where
it
were
was
you
kind of the
today?
same topic. It was the 2-on-1, but
Palm
they do
Beach.
a suicide prevention luncheon. They call it the Lifeline luncheon.
The Lifeline.
Oh, it's nice
And-
that they're doing all this mental health stuff.
It
because
was
they never did
amazing.
Yes.
before.
It was a great luncheon.
Yeah, and the speakers were unbelievable. They had a woman who came up and like told her like real life story, and like not to get, it was a little bit, it was even hard to listen to because, but she came across so well, and she was so honest and so well spoken, and
So well spoken for the things that
it
she's
was
gone
so
through. yes.
insane. Yeah, she was amazing.
And the main
Wow.
speaker, he actually talked about people that commit suicide on the Golden Gate Bridge
Oh, wow.
and how he talked them off.
Talk them up.
Well, you know what's
Yeah.
interesting is if PJ calls in, which he said
Oh,
he
he's
would.
gonna call,
I don't know
okay.
where he's at, but he said he was going to call in. If he calls in, he's got
he
a
was
really
on the
cool
Golden
story.
Gate Bridge.
He was on the Golden Gate Bridge. I think it was the George Washington Bridge, and he ended up. I think the story goes, and I don't want to give it away. I want him
Yeah.
to tell
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Oh, he's like he has an amazing experience, and he's kind of based this event that he's doing at Mar-a-Lago and a bunch of other things around it, and he's just really passionate about the cause of veterans. And he's got like a lot of celebrity connections, and
Oh, good.
he's really
Okay.
doing a lot of good. It's really cool.
So tell me, did you guys talk to the guys?
Yeah,
Did they call
well,
in? Tell me what happened.
No, I mean
yet.
we
Oh.
not yet. We're waiting on him and like Dennis. I know you and Dennis.
Yeah, what
never,
happened with you and
never
Dennis?
What
He
happened?
went MIA. We talked nonstop, daily. And he's like, well, we need to get a date in. He lives on the West Coast, I believe, of Florida.
Oh,
and
okay.
he's gotten a lot of gigs. He's an actor.
Right.
And great conversation, very well educated, but we just couldn't connect.
You didn't feel it, or you just never?
I thought they had a great.
We
you
did.
even
We
said
had
to me
great
they had great
rapport and
banter,
everything.
yeah.
But I think he just got busy, and then I
Yeah.
got busy, and I don't chase men. Any guy that has dated me, I don't chase men.
So
Okay.
are we still looking now? It's date 6.
Yeah,
like,
what's
how
your
do you
status
handle
now?
that? What do you do
Not
at date
totally.
6?
Date 6, but you're still open to.
He's not on social media, and I can say this. I
He's
don't
not
think
on social media?
No, he's not. He's not financially where I want someone to be.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
I hope he's not. I hope he doesn't have a friend.
Is he watching the Becky and Boca show?
No.
Oh, man.
No.
Wow, because that would kind of, I don't know if I'll meet him Saturday night now. That could be kind of crushing.
Don't ask him to buy you a drink.
Yeah, well,
He's
I mean,
also
who knows?
the type of guy that just wants to dress in like jeans and flip flops, and I prefer a man in a suit. I take the effort to
I
get
need to
ready.
know, is he going to have flip flops
Well,
on
I
at
told
the
him
event?
that he needs
Because-
to wear a suit. And if you can't wear a suit, then no, just don't show up. Just stay home.
So he's just not your type.
He's not, but he's a lot of fun. He has a high energy like I do. He can keep up with me. We stay out.
And
we have a
sometimes
great time.
opposites attract. I mean,
Well,
sometimes when you're
sometimes
not
you want
looking
great
for
body.
it.
Yeah, sometimes you
Oh
want
my
to fill the
gosh.
void of what you don't have in another person.
Right.
Yin and yang. So
Right.
sometimes that works out.
He's always telling me I'm so high strung. I'm like, waiting to meet my friend Karen. If you think I'm high strung, holy
yeah.
crap. He's like, you're here, you're there, you're everywhere. I'm like, well, that's what happens when you have a career.
But is that high strung or is that high energy?
I don't know. I feel like I've been in a
strung,
blender the
high
last 2 days.
energy.
I got all this stuff going on.
Yeah.
I think we got everything ready for
I can't
Teresa, and then I
wait.
get a call. Did someone arrange for a car to be at her house at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning? I'm like, did they? I'll take care of that.
Yes.
It's a lot.
Putting on an
No,
event, putting on anything.
Oh, don't you hate that?
Even hosting guests at your events is it's a lot of work.
It is.
It's a lot of work people don't
And you
realize.
got to make sure everyone's happy and everyone's taken care of, and the event is going off well. Yeah.
This event tomorrow night. That's this point we're at right now. We don't have any idea how.
I think it's gonna be great.
I think there's gonna be a lot of people
It's
there.
going to be great. I think
And
it's going to be.
Teresa's
I think it's going to be
very
phenomenal.
nice. I've met her before.
Yeah.
She's wonderful.
Correct.
And she's going to be signing photographs that we have for the doctor. The doctor had printed up, and she's going to be doing pictures.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of giveaways. I think there's little mini bottles of champagne for the first 200 people. It's going to be.
Oh.
I love that these ladies like coming here. I mean, who wouldn't want to come to Boca Raton? I mean, who would not
But they
want
all
to?
have ties here, I think.
We get a lot of
I think
them.
a lot
Yeah.
of there's a lot of New York, New Jersey
It's
ties
New
here to
Jersey,
begin with.
Boca Raton.
Right,
I was talking to
exactly.
all my neighbors are from New Jersey. There's this.
I'm from New Jersey.
There's this connection between New Jersey and Boca Raton. It just goes back and forth, back and forth. I think
Yeah.
that's why.
for
That's
sure.
why a lot of the housewives from New Jersey come here.
Yeah.
It's a nice
But-
place to be.
Yes, it's a nice place for anyone to be.
So what's next? And now I need to know: are we looking for love? So should we
I
start
am.
taking
I'm
some people,
actually-
like some call-ins?
Yes, and I'm setting
so
up
you're
dates.
still on the market, okay?
I'm setting up dates.
Reach out to me on social media. I'll fix you up.
For
good thing the guy that
Thanksgiving
you're going
week,
on the sixth
I'm
date with,
available.
you're available.
The third week of November.
Where's Mr. Six
Wait,
Days?
that's not too far
Well,
off.
I fit him in on Saturday evening for an event that I have down in Miami.
But you're available for Thanksgiving dinner, is what you're saying.
No, not Thanksgiving dinner. No, don't do holidays. But
You don't do holidays
that
with dates, or you
week.
just-
That week I'm actually slow, so I can fit in dating.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the week of Thanksgiving, Jalissa. Okay,
Yeah.
let's tell what kind of man you're looking for, since you just told us what kind you weren't.
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot. It's a heavy criteria list.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a pretty healthy
Give us your
list.
bullet-
I've been
your
single
bullet
my
points.
whole life. I'm not looking to move in for 30 grand or move in. I need a commitment. I'm a commitment type of woman. I'm very old fashioned. I'm not going to chase a man. I need a man that is chivalrous, and I need him
that's a
to
nice quality.
correct. And he needs to make the effort.
Right.
If not, then
Oh,
I'm
they
like,
have
I'm
to.
done
Yeah,
with you.
right.
Yeah, you want manners. Of course
Yeah.
you want a guy with manners.
And a guy that's aggressively pursuing her.
Correct.
Not a guy that's like,
But what I find is that there are women that are easy, so they're like, oh, you're too hard. So let me move on to the easy Instagram model or the cheesy one that's showing all of her wahoo-hoos.
Is she a realtor?
Interestingly enough, they're all realtors.
We're confirming that
here
theory.
we go. See?
Yes.
See, I told
Everybody's
you.
a realtor.
It's a well. Is it just because there's so many? Let's look up how many realtors there are in the state of Florida. I'm going to be the research girl tonight.
Okay, but I want to talk about these Instagram pictures. I noticed this.
Yes.
There's a lot of women, not always young women, all different ages, that are putting bathing suit pictures of themselves all over Instagram.
You leave nothing to the imagination, ladies.
But what's the
nothing.
purpose?
You know what, ladies? I'm all for like a good bikini picture. Like
That's
I look
okay.
good. Like I'm proud. I'm like 46. I can still put a bikini on.
not
I know,
when
but
you're-
that's not all you do.
No, it's not all I do, but there might be a bikini picture
That's not
or two out there.
24/7 what you're
that's,
doing.
No, not at
That's
all.
just, no,
Yeah.
I'm talking about how some people, their whole Instagram is
It's
nothing
all
but
naked,
provocative
like
pictures.
provocative
Yes.
pictures.
I have seen that.
I'm like,
And they have a
what?
million followers.
Right.
I
A
wonder why.
million. But I actually went and looked at the followers, and they're all like skeevy looking men. How do you even know that
Right.
they're real? It's gross. I don't
probably
need
are
a
real, but-
million likes just to, go on a date.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so
Okay.
the Tampa Bay Times in 2015 was 215,000 realtors in the state of Florida. So maybe that accounts for like the craziness that goes on in real estate. Maybe it's the sheer number of people.
And when you're in a place like Boca Raton, you're probably all competing for the really expensive homes.
And
'cause
right
then
here it
one
says,
sale
I know it's
is set for the year.
competitive, she says, but I'm a competitive person. And there's just like, it seems because it's a really cutthroat business.
Well, I got to tell you, in every industry, I'm in the information technology, and I also did medical device sales. There are women that will sleep with directors or with the physicians or with whomever to get that sale.
Oh,
For me, I'm out. Yeah, no.
Gosh.
I bump and grind every day. Not that bumping. Not that bumping. I grind.
Wow, you even made me turn around on that one. That was good. That was good timing, Jaleesa.
all of a sudden, I'm so happy I don't have a daughter. Oh my gosh! So these
Well,
women
I
are out.
do.
I know you
do.
have several.
You
I
have
have a
3.
couple, yeah, and they have Instagrams, and there's things that as a mom, I kind of look and I go, oh God, But you know what? I mean, you look good. You're 20-something years old.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what these girls do. I mean, it is a little crazy that down here, I think it's more women like in their 40s, but we all take care of ourselves,
Okay.
We talk about plastic surgery all the time
Right.
and enhancements and
Yeah.
This
looking
is an
good.
ageless place. So,
It is.
Yeah, no matter
It
what the
is.
age, people can post bikini pictures and be fine.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, and I don't. Again, I'm like not going to profile people all over the country, but like I go up north and I go to the Midwest and I travel and
They're not very
you
attractive.
see, I don't want to say
Sorry.
that, but
And
I
even
just
in Europe, I go to Europe a lot.
Yeah.
The women are just, and even in Argentina, where my family's from, very just basic, and the men like it.
And the men like that.
Yeah.
and they like it.
They like it.
and they like it. I wonder
They
if
like
it's
it.
if it's why the women have to be hot here is because that's what the guys want. Or
I
is
think
it
that's
the
what
women
we
that drive
want.
it, and that's what
That's
we
what we want.
want,
Interesting
and therefore
question.
it's
I think everything's available here to be hot.
Yeah.
So
right. So why would you want to
not?
not? Why would you not want to be hot?
Yeah.
So that's another question too.
Yeah.
Why would these girls not like the girls that live in South Florida? Like, why wouldn't
Yeah.
you want to look good and take care of yourself? Like, that's perplexing
I think
to me.
most of them do.
Yeah, I don't know too many that don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really either.
Do you know
Yeah.
anybody that doesn't do Botox?
I mean, do I know people
Yeah.
like friends
live
of
around
mine,
here. Yeah.
or like
wouldn't be
people
friends.
like in my
In our circle, I don't think so.
in our circle? Everybody is doing
in
it.
Boca Raton.
It but again, I mean, I live in a building where the average age is 85.
Okay, no, that's
And they're probably doing it too. They just probably have more wrinkles at this point. But yeah, I don't know.
and that's not normal. You go anywhere else in the country.
I like my little enclave. I have a little
Yeah.
enclave of old people. It's a nice
Makes
little.
you feel young, huh?
Yeah, it's nice, but it's like everybody leaves me alone. They
Maybe
just
you should
kind of
come
think I'm
hang out.
nuts.
And
You
bachelors?
should. I had to find 2 ladies to zip my dress the other day. I had to leave the house, and I found them in the mailroom. And then they invited me to come watch a movie with them. It was the nicest thing ever. Book club.
A book club.
In
We
the
know about
community
those book
room.
clubs.
Yeah. I thought I want to join their book club. That's going to be my next book club.
Just
And you'll
take
come.
charge with the book
Take
club.
charge, yeah. But we'll do like
No,
we
I think
should
it'll
do
be
that.
fun getting old in South Florida because some of these condo associations have a lot going on.
Well, I hear there's a lot going on in these assisted living facilities
That's
too.
what I'm looking forward to this.
We're looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to this time in my life. I was just talking about it the other day.
And if you can get a guy like without a walker in these places,
a
that's
healthy
like
one.
a hot commodity.
Yeah.
It is.
And a guy who drives,
Forget about it.
Yep. Yeah.
Forget it. If he drives at night, somebody who drives at night, like.
There's Uber now, so
There
Right, we
is
have
Uber
Uber.
now, but if you don't know how to use the app, and I mean, I think maybe the generation now, like the baby boomers know, but like people that are older than baby boomers, I don't know if they're necessarily
They
Ubering.
can't call an Uber.
Oh my gosh.
I was with a girlfriend today, and she was calling an Uber for her mom. But like she was doing what I would have done with my kids is I would have the app, I would call the car, I would call her up and say, "Hey mom, the Uber's coming. He's going to be there in 3 minutes. Do you see him?" Had to lead her through the process.
When Uber first came out a few years ago, she said she was visiting her daughter in New York, and her daughter tried to get her an Uber. She goes, "I'm not getting in a stranger's car. We don't know this person."
I feel like it's safe. Like I don't think I've been in
safe.
this situation where I
And
felt
I've been
unsafe.
taking Uber since day one.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, and if I was just feeling unsafe, it was just because it was like late at night and because.
But I've also
like, you're
not been
conditioned
so
to.
trashed, like
And
where
you're
I
also taking
don't
it-
know
Right.
where I'm at. You know.
Right. Well, we don't.
Yeah,
really,
I don't
Yeah,
do
that's
that,
not.
so.
Yeah.
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 I
there
always
are-
have to be conscious of
Maybe
where
those
I'm
are
at and what I'm
realtors
doing.
too. Do you have anything to add or no?
With the realtors? Oh boy.
Okay,
I
well,
could tell you
let's get
stories.
back to your dating life, Julissa. So,
Yes.
what kind of man are you looking for? Go ahead, lay it out there because might be someone
I was
listening.
I'm always thinking about that because I've dated a wide range of shapes, sizes, backgrounds.
do you have an archetype that
Everything.
you?
Yes,
like?
I prefer like Middle Eastern look, dark hair.
Dark, like a
Dark.
yes,
and
yes. I
Middle
came
Eastern.
across one on LinkedIn and I was stalking him and I'm like,
LinkedIn is another one. I get
Right.
a lot of like people who reach out to me on LinkedIn, like more
do
than
I.
any other social media
LinkedIn.
platform. Guys who are like, "Hey, like, what's up?" And like,
Yes.
and I think LinkedIn's different too because they don't know that. Like, if you go on Facebook, I'm married. Like, it would take you 5 minutes to
Right.
figure out that I'm
LinkedIn
married.
doesn't have that
But
information.
LinkedIn, it doesn't have that, so
unless
they don't
you write it in your
know.
profile in your write up. Yeah.
But that would be weird. Like, why would I be
Yeah, why do you
saying
have to
that at
mention
that
that?
point?
Yeah.
To keep the creepy message? I mean, I guess,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just, like, if they get weird, I just block them. After, like, the
Correct.
fifth hello, I'm just, like,
Yeah.
block.
Block. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Middle Eastern type dark.
Right. I like dark hair, tall, fit. I dated an overweight guy, not so good. Doesn't work out too well.
So,
Okay,
Yes.
so relatively fit,
correct.
not over
And-
the top fit.
And I do like silver foxes too.
Silver foxes.
Yes, I do.
How old
everybody
are they?
likes a
Salt,
silver fox,
pepper,
no?
hair.
Yeah, it's
Oof.
pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely
Assuming they still
must
have
wear
hair.
suits.
What about
Well,
bald
they can
men?
go, there's doctors here
Oh
for
yeah,
that.
we got lots. Oh, and hair transplants really work. I
Yeah,
saw
we have really
a
good
man
hair
get one of
transplant
those.
We
doctors
do.
here.
We do.
Yeah, yeah.
So
if
the
anybody
guy
out
that I'm
there-
going on the 6th date, he's bald.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's bald. Is he
He's bald.
completely bald?
Yes.
Or is he just like a little bald?
I think he shaves it.
he shaves
Oh,
it.
well, that's
Well, and I
okay.
think there
Yeah.
comes a point where you have to just.
And it
like,
looks
take
good
it
on
out.
him.
So she
Okay.
likes bald, so
Okay.
that
So I
opens
would
up a whole other
Yeah.
audience.
I would prefer a guy with hair that I can pull.
Pull.
Paul.
I like. Yes.
Wow.
To feel something there.
Okay.
Wow. Pulling hair.
Pull hair.
Interesting.
Okay.
Don't pull mine.
Yeah. That's well, and you would probably never. I would not. Yeah. Wow.
Okay, so he's dark, Middle Eastern looking, hair optional.
Not too
What's
much
the age
hair, like a
range?
carpet. Are you talking about chest
Oh
hair?
no, I was talking about head hair.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Nope.
Rest of the body.
Not a lot of chest hair. A little
Some?
bit of chest, yes.
Some chest
A
hair.
little chest hair is okay.
Yes. It mortifies me. Like my father, when I was growing up, he had all this hair and it would be everywhere. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Do
no,
not want that.
you can't
No.
have that.
Like a-
That's not good.
like a-
Yeah,
Well,
we have
then-
electrolysis these days.
Like
Get rid of
shedding.
that. Get rid of it. Yeah.
It's manscaping.
Okay.
You gotta
Yeah.
manscape.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to manscape your
Absolutely.
man.
Absolutely. Okay,
Not
so-
into football. Not into
into sports.
any of these sports that you have to
Spend the whole
religiously
day.
go and watch.
Do you like to
Yeah.
go to a sporting event? Would you go to a singular sporting event?
Yes, I have. I have.
Do you
but
enjoy it?
I do. I'd rather be live than sit at home in front of a TV
For hours.
for hours.
Yeah, I hear you.
So weird to me.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't work for me either.
doesn't
I don't
work
even
for
like
me.
going to a sporting event, to be
I can't
honest.
even sit in front of my TV sometimes.
Yeah,
I
it's not
can't
my
even
thing.
remember last time I watched
Mine's
TV.
not even hooked up anymore.
But when you don't know what's going on. So are you just on Netflix now?
I just get everything on my phone or my laptop.
Wow, no TV at all.
Well, I do get Netflix, that kind of thing,
Oh, you
but
do?
no,
Okay.
no network stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well,
I think you can live
we live
without
such
it.
interesting
You can Google
lives.
it. You can get anything you want,
I know, because I watch,
Online.
I probably, half the time I have the TV on and then I'm on the phone.
Right.
Like, that's terrible.
Right.
Yeah, that's how I am too when
So,
I do decide to watch TV.
Tell us your ideal first date in case this
Ooh,
bald or
ideal.
not bald, in shape or out of shape, furry or not furry guy is listening.
I
Do
prefer-
we get an age range? Do we get
Oh,
an
we
age
got
range?
age, yeah.
I would prefer someone my age. So let's
think
say
that works out the best.
40 to like 55, 60 is pushing it, but if he's a good-looking silver fox, I'm in.
You're
Okay.
in.
Yeah.
60.
At 60.
Okay.
Better have some Viagra, stamina.
No Viagra, stamina.
Stamina. Well,
What's it? Oh, wait. I have a lot of questions about that. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that?
You just, Karen, you of all people know the words you
I
can't
need
say.
to know.
on
I
air.
know. I do. I do.
You've been shut down a couple of times with you.
Have you dated anybody that has to take that?
So what I've been told is that most men over the age of 40 are on some type of Viagra
Like all the time?
all the time. Yeah.
They're popping it every
I
day,
think
all day
okay.
long.
Or right before they know that they're
Married.
getting intimate.
I don't know about these things. Really?
Yeah.
So do they sneak it, or do you know when you're dating them? And they're like, "Hey,
Say, hey, I
by the
gotta
way,
take
here's
my
I gotta go
Viagra
take my
now."
Viagra
The last
now."
guy I dated, the 35-year-old that you met, he was actually taking hormone testosterone in his buttocks because he was low in energy at 35.
35. Wow.
At 35.
Did it work?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
At 35.
Do you ever have anybody who has a side effect, the 4-hour,
So I thought he was on drugs,
know.
but I believe it was a testosterone that just released at certain times.
So he was crazy?
Oh.
He was just so full of energy.
What do they call that? Roid
Like
rage.
roid rage,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and like always
He was probably on
on.
more than testosterone.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But I've never been able to prove that.
Yeah.
But he would be up all night, and I'm like, yeah, girlfriend needs to work tomorrow.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
Okay, so she doesn't want anyone that's going to be up all night. Okay, where do you go on your first date? He pick you up, you meet him, what happens?
It depends. If I talk to him and I feel a good vibe, your intuition is always your best, right?
Yeah.
Then he can come pick me up. But if I really don't know him, then I will meet him out. And I would prefer drinks, dinner, the really traditional date.
Yeah.
I'm not meeting you for coffee. I'm not meeting you for a cocktail. I'm not meeting, no. I'm
A
sorry.
regular date.
Yeah.
A
It's
date.
like almost telling me,
Like,
I'll give
take
you
me to
30
dinner,
grand.
right.
Yeah.
It's almost like this schmuck. I'll
It's
give you
almost like
30 grand.
disrespectful.
Exactly.
Have you
I'm-
ever been on a date where you split the tab?
Yes, this guy, the 6th date, we did the first 2 times.
How do you feel about that?
I didn't like it.
Okay. It seems very unfair, but I know women don't
But
like it.
the last date we just
It
went.
seems fair, did you
No,
say?
unfair.
Oh, yeah. I
To
don't
men.
like that.
No, I mean.
Oh, you think it's unfair to men?
Well, no. I'm just trying to be.
Are you just devil's advocate? Really? I didn't know you
Part of
were
my
that.
disclaimer.
Again, the
I'm
disclaimer,
Geneva.
the- she's
I'm
Geneva.
I'm trying to
She's
say.
Geneva.
I'm
I
trying
keep
to say
forgetting.
that it's not fair that there's a bias like that, because why shouldn't a working woman that makes maybe more money than him pay half? But
This is why I did
women
it.
don't like it. Women don't
No.
like it.
No,
I-
I want.
yeah.
I'm all for gender roles, so I think
You think it's
men.
okay?
Absolutely, I think the
Assuming
guy
you weren't
should
married
pay.
and the guy took you out and he wanted you to split the bill.
I would probably walk out of the restaurant. Like
Yeah.
I would be completely.
We've had this
disgusted.
conversation.
Like seriously, like, and there's not, and I'm not like high maintenance. Like I work,
But you
like if
didn't
you're
walk out of
taking
the
me to
restaurant.
dinner, you're taking me to dinner.
And if I'm spending my time with you,
yeah,
and you invited me, then it falls on you.
right.
But
But I also
Mr.
understand.
6 dates twice. The first 2 dates.
Yeah,
was
the first 2 dates
Dutch
we
treat?
split. But the first one
But
was
if you
an
invite
event.
somebody out for business, I
invited
feel
him.
like you pick up the tab if you're the one to invite them. Like
Right.
that's good etiquette. So like if
Yeah.
I invited you out and the business meeting was my idea and you were somebody I was approaching as a client, I would pick up the tab.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Interestingly, I deal predominantly
It's a business
with
transaction.
men
Business deal.
in business, and I ask them to meet at their office, and they're like, "No, let's have lunch." I'm like, "You're picking up the tab," so I meet them at Abe and Louie's, and sure enough, they pay the tab.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's good. That's good
Yeah.
business etiquette.
Right,
So
right.
I think good dating etiquette is that the
That's
guy
right.
should
So
pick
how
up the
did this
tab.
work when you went on the date? Did you discuss it
So
beforehand
the
that you'd be
two
splitting
dates, the first date was an event I was invited to at Morton's. And he came.
Morton's.
The second
What
date
else
we
comes up?
split.
She always
Oh,
says
yeah, yeah.
Morton's.
I love Morton's. And then
They need to be advertising
Duncan
with
there.
you.
go to Morton's.
She's plugging all the restaurants in Boca.
Okay, so it was a lunch date?
No. It was a customer appreciation. We had made a date. I didn't want to go to the restaurant that he picked, and I forgot that I had this event at Morton's. So I'm like, let's just meet at Morton's, and we
Okay.
did. That evening, I did get picked up by two swingers. Yes.
Okay.
At
there's
Morton's.
swingers
At
in
Morton's,
the
they
mix.
did, he called
Okay.
me. The husband called me.
Disclaimer,
2
nothing
days.
against Morton's.
2 days.
We don't know that there are swingers at Morton's.
Oh, this is a hypothetical
Yeah,
story.
It's conjecture.
Yeah.
Okay.
It only happens to me.
So you were there with him
Correct.
and you ordered food at the event?
No. So they have all the food there. They have all the wine purveyors there. So it was just a customer appreciation for everybody that has wine lockers.
The
and what have
regular
you.
people that go
Yeah.
there because she's there all the time.
Okay.
It's a special event to appreciation of Jaleesa and all the plugs she gives to Morton's
But
on
how
the
did the
Beckyin Boca
splitting
show.
the bill thing come up?
So we didn't split the bill. That was actually gifted. It was
Okay.
it was
It was a free
something
event. Okay.
correct.
Okay.
The second date, I was running late with my gala committee. He had picked that same restaurant that he wanted to go to, and I'm like,
Morton's?
no, I won't say the name of it.
Okay.
That one she's not plugging.
No.
She's partial to
No.
Morton's. She only plugs Morton's
Yeah.
and Even Louis.
So I had told him to come to the restaurant I was at,
Yeah.
the farmer's table, and so we split the bill.
Good
then.
restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay.
And cut 432 she mentioned earlier
I
too
love
tonight.
Cut 432.
You like steak?
Brandon and Brian, you guys do a great job.
Steak eater.
Yes, I am. Well,
Okay.
I'm Argentine.
Oh, I love steak.
And so that date,
Well, how did
we split it.
Well, how did the splitting come up?
well, the bill came, and I just sat there, and I get antsy. I'm like, it's
Oh,
time
you
to
didn't reach for
go.
the bill?
No, I'm like
And you-
here,
Wow.
and he took it, and I was like, ooh,
Oh, that cost him.
yeah. And so,
Ooh, but he's on date 6
Yeah,
and she's
yeah.
bringing him to
he
6,
says-
so I don't
he
think it
says
cost
6.
him really.
I don't think it's 6. I think it's 4. I think he's lying.
You don't remember 2 of the dates? I have a lot of questions.
I don't think so.
Really? Wow. Wow.
No, I think I brought him to another event. He came to another
So
event.
he's counting the events as dates.
Yes, he is.
Oh,
Okay, so she's on 4 and he's on 6,
he's on
but they
six.
met in an event and he's
Okay.
counting that as
So
date
only
1.
once you split the bill?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I was having a really tough time last week. It was my daughter's birthday, and she's not here. And he took me out to a lovely dinner, and then we went afterwards to listen to the band, and it was nice. And he picked up the tab
That's nice.
the whole time.
Oh, that's very
Yeah.
nice.
So what's the best date you've been on lately? Long pause.
I mean,
With
Yes.
him. Okay, that one? With the music
And
and
it's pretty. Yeah,
that's nice.
it was nice. It got my mind off of things
Yeah.
and what have you. He's a nice guy. I just don't know financially, and I'm being honest, if he's where I want someone to be. And that's fair to say. It's not like I'm a
being
gold
honest.
digger.
You're being honest.
And I'm not asking him, to support me. I just,
What's
know.
wrong with a woman having standards? Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's fine,
whatever
yeah.
her standards are, they're probably not the same as mine or yours or whatever, or the opinions of the Beckyin Boca show or any of that.
disclaimers.
But, at least you're upfront about
Yes,
it. Like, if they're going to
yes.
go out with her, then
But
they're
have
going
you
to go out on
mentioned it
her
to him?
terms.
I think that we're getting to the point. I'm going to see how he acts on Saturday evening.
I get to check him out on Saturday.
And her opinion
I'm gonna be
matters.
there.
Her
Text me.
opinion
I'm gonna
matters.
text you. I'm going to send you like a live Facebook
Pictures,
video
yes.
from the event,
Okay.
like video. Yeah, I'll
Yes,
be
you
there. You know
should.
me, I always
Yeah.
Instagram story.
This is the guy we talked about on the Beckyin Boca
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
I
guy
don't know
that's
how
not
he's
on-
going to feel
he's not
about
on social
this.
media, so he won't care.
He won't care.
He won't know.
even know.
Won't even know what you're doing. You're just
Are we
playing
going to
with
give him a
your
pseudonym? Maybe.
I don't
We'll
know.
see.
We'll
All
see.
right, we'll see.
Okay.
Maybe he'll be like, hey, I'm whoever, Dave, Nestle.
I'm trying to think of who he kind of looks like.
So
Maybe like a little Derek Jeter-ish.
well, that's pretty cute.
That
Yeah.
is
He's
cute.
got a great body. Great body.
He looks like Derek Jeter.
Yeah, he's.
Is he more Middle Eastern looking? Because Derek Jeter's
Does not look
he's,
like a Middle
he's
Eastern.
Puerto Rican,
He's
right?
more
Or Dominican,
Latin. He
or
looks more Latin. But he's from Memphis, Tennessee, and he's got that southern draw.
Interesting.
Yes.
Ooh, a Southerner. I see. I picture you with a New Yorker because
I think we would kill each other.
yeah, I think you need a guy who's kind of a little.
But I like that
Mellow.
strong personality.
Yeah.
You know, because I have such a strong personality that I like that. Yeah.
You,
Okay,
do you
so-
like somebody? Oh, I smacked the microphone. Do you like somebody who's like gonna butt heads with you?
No, I like someone that would tell me and call me out on my shit. I like that. Oh, sorry, poop. No.
Oh no.
Call me out.
All right.
And it wasn't Karen.
No, it wasn't me.
Okay.
It
well,
wasn't.
No, I don't know
We're
what.
still on air.
Oh,
We're
wait.
fine.
Okay, good. All right,
Okay.
excellent.
So, okay. So you are going to see this guy again. What did he say? What? What? Oh, okay. We're good. Okay. So you're going to see him again, but you're still kind of looking.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm still open.
If he had a little more money?
Again, we'll see.
Is it
Okay.
the money though, or is it like the kind of the power that goes along with being like a professional? Like I'm trying to get money out of it. Like I'm trying to make it like, and see if is that really what it is, or is it you want somebody
I guess
who's
what I'm trying to see
like
if this
accomplished?
could be long term, or is he just there for right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
We have fun, but I don't know if I want him on my everyday, day to day. At this point.
I don't know, date 6.
Date
Date
6, but it doesn't sound like she's really
So I'm
into
going to
him.
be on date 7 because he's counting events.
No, it's
so
6,
I'm
it's
actually
6.
so it's going to be 6 when I'm actually there at the event.
Yes.
Okay, I think you need to live
Gotcha.
stream this.
I will.
We will.
Definitely. I'm going to
be
Instagram
fun.
story. I'll send you a whole bunch of
Okay,
stuff. Yeah,
okay.
we'll check this guy out. We'll see
And
if he looks like Derek
he'll be a
Jeter.
willing participant. He thinks this is hilarious. When I went in the Dominican, and he was like, "Oh, did you meet anybody?" He's
I
like,
thought
"Don't
you
you?"
were taking somebody with you.
Well,
You
that's
went-
what
No,
Antonio
I went by
said.
myself.
Yeah, okay.
I met a few men.
Antonio said that she brought a date.
Oh no.
No, I didn't think so. I was like, I didn't know
Antonio.
about this. Yeah.
Antonio, where are you getting your
Yeah,
information?
I said I don't
Right.
know. I said I didn't know about
No.
that. She didn't tell me. And
No,
I
I
thought
went by
maybe you had like a
myself.
secret date there.
No.
Okay, so he was worried about you being...
No. He's like, "Did you find any good material for the show?"
Nice.
He's open-minded, which I like.
Yeah.
Which is good.
And you said he's fun.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
a lot of fun.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it'll...
We'll see. I have to tell you, last night I went to an event, and I hate when guys do this. He felt like I was his property, and I couldn't speak to anybody, and he would put his hand on my back.
Wait, this guy?
No, another guy
Oh, you went another
that
day.
invited me to an event.
Oh, okay.
And on the way out at valet, as I'm saying bye to individuals that I had just met, and I want to be involved with the Boca Raton Society, Historical Society.
Oh,
He's-
good group.
And he's like, "Bye, honey," and comes over to give me a kiss. I'm
Oh.
like, what just happened? And who do you think you are?
Is this your first date?
I'm like, you are in my personal space right now. I almost shoved him.
I don't know. I don't think he's really crossing any lines.
It sounds
went
just friendly to
to
me.
my
It doesn't
lips.
even seem like odd.
To my lips?
Well,
Oh no.
Well, I've been sneak kissed before, like where it's awkward and you turn your head and all of a sudden, like, you
oh
kiss
no,
somebody
he
on the
grabbed
mouth.
me like I couldn't say bye to anyone, and someone had asked me if I were staying.
oh, you weren't leaving with him.
No, I came in separate cars and
Oh, okay.
everything.
Well, anonymously, we have a woman who always tries to kiss my husband on the mouth. Always. And he's totally weirded out about it. And he's like a germaphobe, so it's like a whole, like,
No
to do it. Like,
way.
we see her, and he's like,
He runs.
oh, God, like, here
He's
we
a
go.
germaphobe.
And I had an awkward moment at Polo with this guy with this big mustache, and he turned his head, and his mustache went into my mouth.
Ew.
And it was the grossest thing. It was so bad. It was so bad.
At
So I think
Polo, no
sometimes I think it happens where like you're awkward. 'Cause
no,
I'm
this
awkward.
guy meant to do it, and then he's like, "Can I see you again?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll see you at some event."
He was probably planning that big kiss the whole night.
He was gonna kiss you at the event in front of everybody on your mouth.
Gross.
Yeah. That was
so
no.
gross.
Here, it was the end of the night. He was leaving.
We
He's
were at
probably
valet.
planning all night. How am I going to end this? How am I going to end this? How am I going to end it with a
Were
kiss?
there other people at the ballet?
Yes.
Was it like a PDA kind of thing? Like in front of, that's what I'm saying. It's in front of like a whole event.
They had asked me to take a picture, and he's like, "No, come here." And I'm like, we are
Was he
not
drunk?
together.
Was he drinking?
No.
No.
It was his big play.
Listen, God bless him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God
Got
bless
guts.
him. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of, that's gutsy
Serious
for
guts.
sure.
Then recently, there was another man that I had met him at Morton's, and he owns a rehab center. And I called him to do business.
I don't even go to Morton's. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I love Morton's.
Wanted to do business with him, and he kept suggesting 7:00. Let's meet. And I'm like, no, that's like dinner. That's like daytime. No. And I gave in. I'm like, fine, I'll meet you at 7:00. And we had a good time, met him again. And as I'm leaving, he goes in to give me like a full tongue blown kiss. And I'm like, we're not there yet. I'm not there yet.
feel it.
I'm feeling this all in my mouth. Like, I feel like I need to take a
I'm thinking
lipstick
about
on
the
or
mustache
something.
at
Ooh,
Polo
it was
when-
so bad.
in the
It's
mouth.
Still like,
Yeah.
it was a moment. It was
Yeah,
a moment.
I
There
don't-
might have been hand sanitizer like in my mouth.
I don't think
like,
someone should
afterwards.
kiss you on the lips if it's uninvited.
He went right in. And especially, I didn't think that we had chemistry. I think
Wait,
it
was this
just
the Morton's guy or the other guy?
They're all from Morton's. They're all from Morton's.
I'll see everyone in
the only
Morton's.
place she
A lot
goes.
of making out at Morton's, huh? It's dark in there,
They're
though.
gonna feed her
is dark
forever.
in there.
Like that's her whole thing. She's
She
just
likes it
gonna.
because it's dark. You've been in that bar, haven't you, Karen?
I have
It's
been
like
in
a
there.
cave.
Well, Evan and I went after our first episode
I
because she
tried.
talked so much about it. So we went in and we Instagram storied.
They
And
did.
there was like all like old people. It was like they were like 85 and older. It was like my building.
I do one on a Sunday night.
We did. I was like, it was definitely an off night. It was either like a Wednesday or a
Discount on
Sunday.
Sunday night.
And there was like an old Jewish couple out front arguing about like where they parked the car, and like it was just. I see that. Like, why do people stay
So you
together
didn't
if
see
they're
it
gonna argue?
as a place
No.
for romance? Okay.
No,
But Julissa here.
I feel like it's almost like she's like Alice in Wonderland at like Morton's. Like when she walks in, she's going like through the looking glass. Because I was there and it was a totally different
Nuts.
experience.
I was just there recently.
It was nice.
With one of our
Yeah.
girlfriends.
Oh, steak's good.
And we had happy hour after
At
a committee meeting. And there was a plethora of like 8 men there.
A plethora. See, now you're gonna have all these girls who are watching the show are all gonna run
and they
over
came
to Morton's
over.
and look for
they
your.
said hello to me.
eligible
And one of them
men.
was a
Yeah.
guy that I had dated way back. He was there and he introduced me to all of his guy friends. Yeah, they were really nice.
So let me ask you. You've been single a long time. I mean, you have a lot of
My
dating
whole life.
experience. So, is the pool getting smaller here, being that it's a small town? Like, do you find that you have to recycle
So-
dates? I mean,
Right.
how does that work?
I will tell you, I really haven't dated many men in Boca. The last guy, the 35-year-old, he lived here in Boca, but recently had moved here. I really don't date men. The guy I'm going out on Saturday, he lives in Pompano, and he just moved here a year ago from Memphis. I really don't date
Okay, the local
recycled, divorcee men
Okay.
that most women chase after. I do not.
Women are chasing divorced
divorcees.
men.
As soon as these guys file divorce, these women are like,
Oh, they're hot. Yeah,
They do
yeah. They're
research
kind of
on
hotter,
them?
I think, when they're just
How do
recently
they
divorced.
research?
oh, I hear these women. It's crazy to me. Did you do research? I do research. These women, they profile these guys
Oh,
and then
yeah.
they go after them.
Yeah.
And they will end up marrying them because these guys are in a weak moment. They're used to being with somebody.
Wow.
Even
Okay.
if it's in a bad relationship.
That's pretty clever, actually.
And a lot of these
It-
men
it-
don't leave until they
It
have.
is. I mean, at least it's like well thought out. I mean,
Yeah.
at least
It
with
is
some
well thought out.
research
You get a guy
involved.
that's used to being married. Now all of a sudden he's out there. You move in immediately.
Immediately.
Right,
Comes
there's no
dependent on
time
you.
for them to sow
Yeah.
their oats. There's no
Right.
time for them to go out and meet
Right.
other people at Morton's.
They get
They're
comfortable
completely
Okay, this is your
stuck.
plan, single girls, huh?
Yeah. Oh, wow. It's just too
Yeah.
much work for me.
You just have to get a real estate license, and then you're good
Real
to
estate
go.
license, you're in.
No, you gotta have an in with the courthouse or something and know when these divorces occur, I think.
Or attorneys.
How do you know?
A lot of these women
Oh,
know all of these
attorneys.
attorneys too. They're like, oh, and
That's-
he's using this attorney and his wife is using this attorney. So that means he's really going to make out well. I'm like, what is going on?
Well, this is,
Wow.
I mean, and divorce is a hot topic. You know, I'm going to
Yeah.
be doing the show Devil in Divorce, which has
like
been
that.
in
Oh,
yeah,
production
yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah.
And That's going to be like, we've
gonna
gotten
be
so
huge.
many people who commented, told us their stories, professionals, PIs, like it's a whole ball of wax. Like
Stuff that happens in a divorce?
stuff that happens in divorce, but you read these stories online about celebrities and you hear about these celebrity divorces, but like reality mirrors these celebrity lives. It's just kept quieter.
Right.
So, you see these stories in the press, that the guy's cheating and the PI follows him. We're actually going to have like real stories on the air and it's going to
when
be
is
very
this?
cool.
That's gonna be great.
Very soon. We're in production now. We're kind of like pre-production, so
That's going to be great.
yeah, we're going to be announcing very soon. So I've been on Facebook, and if anybody follows my Facebook and my Instagram, I've been asking a lot of questions, and I'm trying to compile guests for future episodes and stories and things that we can talk about on air.
I'll never be a
awesome.
guest.
And there we go.
Well, you got to get married
You gotta
first.
get married first.
You got to get married
divorced.
first.
And then divorced, and then you go on Karen's show.
Yeah.
I feel
But
like everyone in this town,
is,
they
yeah.
have it 1 or 2 divorces already.
Yeah.
And
I'm
like,
in the club.
I'm at
Yeah.
0. I'm at 0.
get married
I
before
need
you
to
get
catch up.
You could whip through a few
Right?
husbands in the next couple of
Right?
years.
Like that.
But you're like a single expert. You're like an expert of being
I
single.
am.
Let me ask you, after being single this long, maybe you don't want to get married. Do you
So
feel that
that's
way?
also, I've thought about that. Maybe just a life partner. You have your things, I have my things. You give me things. It'll be great. It'll be a great partnership.
Okay, we only got 2 minutes here. What do you want to say to wrap up? Let's run down your criteria again.
Oh, my criteria. Definitely, I want someone that's chivalrous.
That's nice.
I need
Opens
a
a car door
man.
for you, stuff like that.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
you have to have that. So
Absolutely.
if I saw a guy like not open her car door, I'd be like, you're done with him.
Yeah.
You're out. Like I'm a good friend. I'd be like, he's done.
Yeah.
And if I invite you to an event, don't be cheap. Donate.
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 Buy, Put
okay.
a bid on
Yeah,
something.
put a bid on
Maybe raise
something.
your hand in the live
Yeah,
auction.
exactly.
Okay. Anything
Good
else?
etiquette.
Correct. And understand that I'm always going to events. And if you don't like that, then it's not going to be a good fit.
She needs a strong man.
I do.
Yeah.
I
She
need
needs
someone
a
that's going to be
strong
good
guy.
arm
Social sounds like you
candy.
need a sociable guy, too.
Very
Oh,
sociable.
Arm candy.
Arm
Wait a minute.
Arm candy too. She
Well, I
wants
want
it
him to look
all.
good.
This is a hefty
in a
list.
suit.
Arm candy as well as
Well, he needs to look good, presentable.
in a suit, not flip-flops
Correct.
and shorts.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Educated.
Educated.
Worldly.
Worldly.
I want a version,
No.
a male version of me.
Okay.
A male version, so you could just date yourself, basically.
I
Okay,
do.
everybody, come on out and meet Teresa Judice tomorrow night, 5:30 to 9 at Dr. Janet Allenby's office on Linton Boulevard in Delray Beach. And you can find out all the information on the Becky and Boca Show Facebook page.
Can't wait.
Okay? All right. Bye-bye. See you next week.
You have been watching and listening to The Becky and Boca Show. Tune in every Thursday night at 6 p.m. to discover all the ways to spoil yourself and have a good time in beautiful Boca Raton. See you next week.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
$1470 AM and 95.3 FM. Download the new WNN app to your phone from your app store and never